Topic 3.3, Integration by Substitution, question 1b. So, first step is to pick our u. And the u that they suggest is that u equals sine of 3r. After we pick our u, the next thing we do is we differentiate. So I'm going to say du dx here, but it's du whatever variable you have. So du dr. And checking for our derivative of sine, our derivative of sine is cosine. So cosine 3r, but chain rule says I also need to get the derivative of the 3r, which is 3. So the full derivative is 3 cos 3r. The next step is bring the dr over. So du equals 3 cos 3r dr. Okay, now what we do is we check what's common. Cos 3 dr here, it's the same as up here. But what's not common is this 3. So it's multiplying. I don't want it because I have no use for it. So I'm going to bring it back over to divide. So du over 3 equals cos 3r dr. Okay. So now I'm ready to replace. I'm ready to replace this cos 3r dr with du over 3. So here I am. My next step now, I'm going to rewrite. I've got this minus in front here. I'm just going to pop it outside my integral just to make things easier to look at. U is sine 3r, so sine 3r to the power of 4 must be u to the power of 4. And instead of cos 3r dr, we know that that's the same as du over 3. Now I can leave the 3 in there, that's fine, but when I have something dividing everything inside, I just like to bring it out. Now remember, dividing by the 3, if I'm bringing that outside, that's the same as saying 1/3. So dividing by 3 is the same as multiplying by 1/3. Dividing by 2 is the same as multiplying by a half, for example. So I've got u to the power of 4 du. And now I'm ready to integrate. So I've got minus 1/3, and now we have our integral. To integrate u to the power of 4, increase the power by 1 and divide by the new power. Now we don't have any limits, so might as well just replace what we know. I know u is sine 3r, so minus 1/3. U to the power of 5 must be sine 3r all to the power of 5, but in trigonometry we put our power here. Over 5. Last step for me now is I'm going to multiply in. I'm multiplying two fractions, so top by top, bottom by bottom. What I'm going to do is I'll just have the minus with the 1 there. You could have the minus underneath or above, it doesn't matter. So I'll just have it above. So multiplying the top by the top and the bottom by the bottom. So minus 1 by sine to the power of 5 3r is minus sine to the power of 5 3r. And at the bottom, 3 5s is 15. And don't forget, because there's no limits, it's indefinite integral. So at the very end, put in your plus c.